What's up, old school Texas Tech? I'm continuing with my schedule predictions for all the FBS schools across the country. Hopefully, that's what I'm trying to accomplish over the next few weeks. Starting off today with the New Mexico Lobos. They're a team that I wish Texas Tech still played. I know it's going to get harder and harder with only three non-conference games. Also, I know Tech's trying to play seven home games every season now. That's probably going to be pretty difficult to get New Mexico to agree to, to come to Lubbock every time we play. So it's probably more of a rivalry of the past, at least for now. But I do like it when the Lobos and the Red Raiders play. Anyway, they don't play this year. New Mexico starts the season at Montana State. They've got a new coach by the name of, I believe you pronounce it Mendenhall. He coached at Virginia, but he has a long history in the Mountain West and actually has a history coaching at New Mexico as an assistant. So it seems like a pretty natural fit. They start off with Montana State. They do play one of the early games, August 24th. I do believe they will win that game at home in Albuquerque. They then go on the road at Arizona on August 31st. Arizona has got the new coach Brennan from San Jose State. They're going to, I believe that New Mexico will not have the juice, will not have the athletes to win that game. I think Arizona wins. I predict they start the season 1-1. Then they get a bye, which isn't really going to help much. They go out to Auburn. They're going to lose the game on the road to Auburn. They just don't have enough talent. On the 21st, they get Fresno State at home. It doesn't matter. Fresno State should easily win that game. Then they go on the road to New Mexico State. New Mexico State had some big wins last year. New Mexico State's probably going to be favored to win, but I actually have New Mexico pulling what will probably be an upset. New Mexico definitely leads the series overall. It's a pretty good rivalry game, obviously, in state. I've got New Mexico getting their second win of the year at New Mexico State in Las Cruces. Then they play Air Force. They get a bye, and then the bye is key. And then they get Air Force at home. Mendenhall is known for being able to come up with defense, particularly in his days in the Mountain West, that stop the run. Air Force does not have. They have to replace their entire offensive line. I just think that this is going to be an opportunity for New Mexico to get their third win. I think they will get win number three at home against Air Force. Then they go out to Utah State. I think this is going to be a really competitive game, especially with the coaching change. I just think Utah State's going to be a little bit too good on the offensive line and with their wide receivers. I think they're going to have enough to pull it off, and I think New Mexico will lose at Utah State. Then on October 26th, they go at Colorado State. I think Colorado State's going to be pretty good. This should be a loss for New Mexico. Have New Mexico losing. Then they've got Wyoming at home. I think they will lose to Wyoming. I think Wyoming's going to be pretty good this year, even though they've got a new coach. He was already on staff, and he's got some of the similar philosophies that their previous coach did. I think they're going to be really fundamentally sound and hard for to compete against with a coach that's kind of bringing in some new philosophies at New Mexico. Then they go on the road at San Diego State. That's going to be a tough one. I got San Diego State winning. No way they're going to beat Washington State on the. Well, they've got Washington State in Albuquerque, but I think Washington State's just going to be too talented. They go on the road to Hawaii. This is kind of a tough one to predict, but I think that Hawaii will get the win. But definitely that could be a shot for New Mexico to get their fourth win of the year. But I think it's going to end up being a 3-9 season with wins against Air Force, New Mexico State, which is a good in-state rivalry game, and then the win against Montana State. So I think they'll end up 3-9 on the season.